just as simple as that. But you see, people talk about the European Union, and we generally talk about it in political terms, and we talk about sovereignty, we talk about a lack of democracy, but there's something deeper. There is something deeper that is going on in terms of a willful intent to destroy society. And that makes it very, very dangerous. Whoever you vote for to be your government in France will increasingly have, the current government you've got isn't particularly good in my view, but this is the point, isn't it? That voters who may wish to express an opinion on issues like this increasingly find that they can't really express that opinion, because the big decisions are not being taken at nation-state level.
Right.
The big decisions or the big drive isn't made by people that you can vote for and therefore remove. In Brussels, after all, 75% of all the laws that are made in our countries every year are made by these institutions. And whilst there is a European Parliament, it's only a step stage in the overall process, and this is not where the original thinking comes from. All the legislation that affects everything, from embryo research to what ladders to use to change light bulbs and clean windows, all of that originates at the European Commission. And this is the thing that I don't think the voters of Europe really understand. That is the sole place where legislation derives. And so if you think about it, we've completely turned any principle of what democracy ought to mean and ought to stand for on its head. And that is why increasingly the voters feel really quite impotent, because they feel that really whoever goes into the Elysee, or whoever goes into Downing Street, or whoever sits in the Assemblée or the House of Commons, increasingly this doesn't really matter anymore.